Hey everyone, I'm John.
And I'm Katie, and welcome to Pizza with Plants.
So today we're going to be making a vegan pesto. Katie and I love pesto, and when we went plant-based, obviously there's a ton of cheese that goes into it, so we missed it. So we've got a recipe that we've put together that I think you're absolutely going to love, and you can have pesto all the time.
You won't miss the cheese.
And you won't miss the cheese. So for the ingredients, we've got the star of the show, obviously, is basil. So that's front and center. That is what really drives everything. For the cheesiness, we actually have a blend. So we have a Follow Your Heart. It's a brand, Follow Your Heart grated Parmesan that is plant-based, and we've mixed that with some nutritional yeast. If you don't use nutritional yeast, you need to immediately. It adds a great cheesiness to anything that you put in, and it also has a lot of B12 in it, so it's healthy. Beyond that, we've got our pine nuts, so very, very traditional ingredient. We have our salt and pepper, just for a little bit of seasoning. We've got the olive oil, and because I'm making this recipe, I'm gonna add some chives to it, because quite frankly, basil, garlic.
We don't have garlic.
We forgot garlic.
We're gonna add garlic.
We're gonna add garlic to it, but it's not in front of us. Basil, garlic, and onions, because the chives are gonna give you that kind of, just a really subtle onion taste. Those three together, basil, chives, and onion, work spectacular together. I think it's gonna make for a great pesto. Okay, so the first step, we've got our basil in our food processor. And what you want to do first is you want to get your pine nuts in there. So just kind of spread those out. You can also feel free to throw them all over the counter like I do. Then we're going to get this and we're going to pulse it just a little bit so it pulverizes things. I'll show you once we're done. So the consistency that you want is going to be something like that. You just want the basil and the pine nuts to be nice and incorporated before we add everything else. Now, the next step is add everything else. So we're going to add our garlic in here. I love garlic, as does Katie. So this is about 2 tablespoons. So it's going to have plenty of garlic. And we're going to do our salt and pepper. Add in our Parmesan, vegan Parmesan, and nutritional yeast. And then our controversial ingredient, the chives. And then we're gonna get that going. I'm gonna pop the top. And then once that starts to incorporate, we're just gonna drizzle the olive oil in. We'll probably need to scrape the sides down a little bit, but get this going. Make sure that you do a slow pour on the olive oil as it's going in. That way it kind of incorporates in. You'll notice it's kind of balling up a little bit, which is normal. It's going to start to kind of thin out the more oil we put in. So I've got all my oil in there. I'm going to stop it for a quick second. Just slide down on the sides. And then give that another quick go. All right, let's get this out of here and give this a taste. Oh, it looks absolutely perfect. The smell, guys, I mean, it smells so stinking good. And it's always helpful if you get it all over the kitchen counter. But you would never, ever know that doesn't have dairy-based cheese in it. Oh, I can't wait to taste this. Okay, now we're ready to taste. We took a brief interlude. I was asked by management to clean up my mess, so it never happened. So give me that spoon. Okay, here we go.
I want to smell it.
You want to smell it? Okay.
It's very bright.
Yes.
Are we going to ward off the vampires for a moment?
That's
good.
What do you think?
It's good. The chives are good.
It's awesome. This is so, you would never ever know that this is vegan, ever. And the chives, I think, add just a little, you'd almost know they're not there, but there's something a little different, adds a little bit of layer. It's awesome. You're gonna brush your teeth with this. This is so good.
We'll be back to make pizza with it shortly.
Yes, yeah,
So-
we're gonna put this on some pizza. So, really hope you've enjoyed watching this video today. If you have, hit that like button. Follow us if you want to see more plant-based recipes and our shenanigans. And
Always remember, be kind
eat pizza
with plants.